Good afternoon, everyone. I'm CEO, President of Max Resource. Um, so we're listed on the Toronto Venture Exchange. Um, we started trading this year around January 30. We were halted for some 9 months pending an acquisition. Our largest shareholder is Fulton Investments, which is sorry, an arm of Ivanhoe Capital. Pending the closing of the acquisitions there, the largest shareholder will be a group headed by Bill Hayden from. So where we are, we're in Colombia, and we just looking at South America there on the western side. You can see the major copper and gold deposits that go all the way through. Bit of a gap here in Colombia and continue on to Panama. So this particular area here, this is where we are. There's been quite a number of quite large deposits there. I think there's a couple over here. I think Anglo have got a 21 million ounce and a 28 million ounce. I think you got Continental Gold. So it's a very big belt that's underexplored. So we're in the Choco area. So this is just a map that I've sort of cut in half because that's about 120 kilometers there. And this area here is the top part of the map. So if we go back over here, this is Anglo's discovery back in 2005. I think it's 600 million tonnes at 0.65% copper, 0.35 gold, something like 4 million tonnes of copper and 6 million ounces of gold. So that was around 2005. So we're around this area here. This area's got a lot of history. It's an indigenous area. It goes back to gold mining back in the 1600s. It's had quite a number of porphyry anomalies, gold and porphyry, all in that region. It is where we are in the middle here. We're surrounded by Continental Gold and Anglo. And the work that was done around here was predominantly by Anglo. So around 2005, when they picked up the porphyry anomalies here, they also picked up a number of porphyry anomalies around here as well. They identified sulfides and copper in the gold mines there, and it was they weren't able to return back there because of not getting an agreement with the indigenous groups. So where they are with indigenous groups, Bill Hayden has been working on that area for quite a while, so he got an agreement there last January. So what we're doing is, at the moment, we've got an exploration campaign. It's roughly a 60-man crew. We're looking at the surface side of it. The porphyry and the mineralisation around this area is exposed at surface. We expect to visually we've been there for a week. We're coming up with quite a number of gold and copper anomalies and mineralisation over quite a large area, and then we'll go to the other areas as well. Reconnaissance work that was done there in January when Bill Hayden was there through the tunnels. They're getting fairly high grade gold going up to 262 grams to the tonne, and they're getting copper going up to 11% copper. So this is just a shot from the helicopter. These are the small or the historical gold mines. So the areas that we've been going at the moment is roughly around this area here, and they're picking up good mineralisation and structures. So this is one of the quartz veins that was going through the historical mines. This is the type of copper mineralisation they're picking up there. And if we go on a smaller area, that's where we are at the moment, and we'll broaden out to the areas here. and then go some 20 kilometers south. So this is the second area. We talked about this top area here, which is predominantly porphyry. And as we go down to these areas around here, you're going more into sedimentary. So this is the bottom half of the map. Again, this area here it's over 2,000 square kilometres. So from north to south on that area there is something like 80 kilometres. This area here has got a lot of history. It was the largest platinum producer up to World War I. Historical production is 1.5 million ounces of gold, 1 million ounces of platinum, all from surface. What we're looking for is we're looking for the underlying hard rock. So what we come up with a discovery in February of this year here. Basically what we're doing was we were jackhammering the hard rock in a number of areas and simply taking the material, taking it to the lab, crushing it, and basically panning it to see if there's any gold. So we picked up gold in 5 areas spread over 10 square kilometres. And that was sort of a big discovery there, and our share price had a bit of a run from 15 cents to 50 cents over massive volumes. So we will come back to that point within probably 8 or 9 weeks after we finish the exploration campaign to the north where the copper porphyries are. So this is just showing what we're doing. So you've got the alluvials that have been mined from the top. We're looking at the hard rock side. So we're simply doing pits or channels just to pick up the gold side, just to show that show there's gold there. And eventually we'll just keep moving out and demonstrate the extent of the mineralisation. So that's a bit of a summary. Sort of my background is I've been involved in a number of projects. One of them was an old iron ore mine back in Australia. We went from a 1 million market cap to a $3 million merger. We have on the advisory committee, we have Dr. Chris Granger. He's been involved with Continental Gold and gives us a lot of experience in the region. And in relation to the gold platinum side, that was to the south. As I said, it's had quite a bit of historic exploration there. And then again to the north is where we are now, and we expect results to start coming out next week and over the coming months. So hopefully we're in another lot of discovery side on the gold copper porphyry side. That's about it.